If we're talking about leadership today, creative leadership, innovation, originality, we want to be outside of this box. Outside of this box. So with that, does everyone have a sheet of paper? This is the stream of consciousness technique. This is going to allow you and I to know your inner dialogue. Okay, so everybody ready? You're going to have 30 seconds. Remember, don't censor. Be honest. Whatever you write down, you write down. Your prompt is you and leadership. Go ahead and begin. Actors do this exercise a lot, so we know what's going on inside of ourselves, right? I'm an actor. I spent 7 years in LA, moved back to Columbus where I live now. I run an acting studio. And this is a technique actors use so they know what's going on inside of them, their inner dialogue. Most people's inner dialogue is, those people are leaders, but not me. I can see it in them, but not myself. And that's what we want to break today. They taught me the cardinal rule for improv. The cardinal rule for improv, they say, is saying yes and to your partner. And one thing I did notice when I kind of was in that mindset of allowing myself to be wrong, I took more chances in there. I was definitely more creative. All right, so guys, Diane is right here. You guys see her, right? This was not planned. Posture. Again, commanding space, being the leader you and I want to be. All right, let me frame this up, you guys. So, before you start, let me explain it real quick. I call this three-dimensional listening. It's not anticipating. This week you may listen a little, like 5% more. Next week maybe 10%, but you know, it's a gradual improvement. Once you start doing it, I think you're going to see a big, big difference in your interactions with people. All right, back to one, you guys, if you could. Back to one. Which one would be up here, up front? How was it? Anyone raise their hand? I'm just curious. Hard, easy? How was it saying the lines, and how was it listening? It was fun? Was it hard or easy trying to listen? If you are present and in the moment and listening to them and reacting off them, that's a lot of power. It's getting the focus off of you and me and putting it on them. The key to creativity in any field, in any discipline, is allowing yourself to experiment and explore. And the yes and principle in improv is to trigger. Saying yes and in your life, that's what's going to allow you to experiment and explore. This is kind of an interesting activity. Does anyone know Edward de Bono, the 6 Thinking Hats? Raise your hand. Anyone? Oh yeah? A couple of people? Let's do a provocation. Ooh, I love it. Better way to sell chocolate toothpaste. I don't even know if I can pronounce this. Diplegia. D-I-P-L-E-G-I-A. Diplegia, and it is paralysis of corresponding parts on both sides of the body. You can't make this up. This is called the yes and technique. Yes and. You guys are all going to try this. Stay where you are. All going to try this yes and statement. Let's have one of you guys be an employee at P&G and one of you guys be a consumer, okay? And the issue, what's our issue? What's our context? Go ahead and begin your improv. You guys got 60 seconds. Don't get in your head. Listen and react off each other. Wow. There's some major improv going on out here. Major. Suspend judgment. That's the same thing as a yes and type culture. Because if you have that line of thinking, your ability to explore and experiment is going to be exponentiated. Guys, thank you so much for being part of this and having me in here. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jenna.